The universal struggle. Why do we suffer? Why do we stress? Why do we worry? Why do we feel the sting of anger and the crushing weight of sadness? These are questions that have echoed through millennia, pondered by philosophers and everyday people alike. The human experience is interwoven with these difficult emotions, a shared struggle that transcends time and culture. From the bustling streets of modern cities to the tranquil temples of ancient civilizations, the search for answers continues. We yearn for peace of mind, for an escape from the turmoil that churns within. But to find lasting tranquility, we must first understand the nature of our suffering. We must explore the origins of stress, delving into the depths of our minds and examining the intricate interplay of biology, psychology, and spirituality. By unraveling the threads of this complex tapestry, we can begin to untangle the knots of our own distress. The journey toward inner peace begins with a single step, a willingness to confront our pain and seek wisdom from both the past and the present. Let us embark on this journey together, exploring the wisdom of ancient traditions and the insights of modern psychology as we seek to understand and overcome the universal struggle of stress, worry, and suffering. The mind's alarm system, a psychological perspective on stress. From a psychological perspective, stress is a natural physiological and psychological response to perceived threats or challenges. It is the body's way of preparing us to confront danger, often referred to as the fight or flight response. When we encounter a stressor, our sympathetic nervous system kicks into gear, releasing hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones trigger a cascade of physical changes, including increased heart rate, rapid breathing, and heightened senses. This physiological response is designed to provide us with the energy and focus needed to deal with immediate danger. However, in our modern world, we are often bombarded with stressors that are not life-threatening. Our stress response can be triggered by work deadlines, financial worries, relationship problems, and even social media overload. When we are constantly exposed to these low-level stressors, our bodies remain in a state of chronic stress, which can have detrimental effects on our physical and mental health. Chronic stress has been linked to a wide range of health problems, including heart disease, anxiety, depression, insomnia, and digestive issues. Ancient echoes wisdom from Stoicism, Buddhism, and Vedanta. Across cultures and time, ancient philosophies have offered insights into the nature of stress and suffering. Stoicism, a philosophy that originated in ancient Greece, emphasizes the importance of accepting what we cannot control. Stoics believe that our thoughts and perceptions, not external events, are the true source of our suffering. Buddhism, a path to spiritual awakening that arose in ancient India, teaches that attachment to desire and aversion to unpleasant experiences are the root causes of suffering. Through mindfulness and meditation, Buddhists strive to cultivate a state of detachment from their thoughts and emotions. Vedanta, another ancient Indian philosophy, posits that our true nature is one of pure consciousness and bliss. According to Vedanta, stress and suffering arise from mistaking our limited ego for our true infinite self. By realizing our true nature, we can transcend the limitations of the ego and experience lasting peace and happiness. These ancient philosophies offer valuable insights into the nature of stress and suffering. Section 4. Spiritual solace. Religious perspectives on stress and suffering. Religions around the world provide solace and guidance in dealing with stress and suffering. In Islam, hardship is seen as a test from Allah, an opportunity for spiritual growth and purification. Patience, prayer, and reliance on God are emphasized as ways to cope with adversity. Christianity teaches that suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience, a consequence of sin and the fallen nature of the world. However, Christians find hope in the belief that God is with them in their suffering, offering comfort, strength, and the promise of eternal life. Judaism recognizes the reality of suffering, but emphasizes the importance of finding meaning and purpose in life, even in the face of adversity. Hinduism views suffering as a result of karma, the law of cause and effect. Hindus believe that our actions in this life and previous lives shape our current experiences. By living a virtuous life, we can purify our karma and alleviate suffering in the future. These religious perspectives offer solace, hope, and practical guidance for navigating the challenges of life. Section 5. Unmasking the myths, the real causes of stress. While stress is a natural human response, many of our stresses are self-imposed. We often create unnecessary pressure and anxiety through our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. One common myth is the idea that we need to be perfect or achieve a certain level of success to be happy. This relentless pursuit of perfectionism sets us up for disappointment and stress. Another myth is the belief that we need to control everything in our lives. The reality is that much of life is beyond our control. Trying to micromanage every aspect of our existence leads to frustration and anxiety. Furthermore, we often compare ourselves to others, leading to envy, inadequacy, and self-doubt. Social media exacerbates this tendency, showcasing curated versions of people's lives. These comparisons are not only inaccurate, but also fuel feelings of dissatisfaction and stress. Section 6. Finding peace. Practical steps to reduce stress. While we may not be able to eliminate stress entirely, there are practical steps we can take to manage it effectively and live more peaceful lives. One crucial step is to identify and challenge negative thought patterns. Our thoughts have a powerful impact on our emotions and behaviors. Engaging in regular physical activity is another effective way to reduce stress. Exercise releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. Mindfulness meditation involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This practice helps calm the mind, reduce anxiety, and improve focus. Prioritizing sleep is essential for managing stress. When we are sleep deprived, our bodies produce more stress hormones, making us more susceptible to anxiety and irritability. Lastly, cultivating strong social connections is vital for emotional well-being. Spending time with loved ones provides support, reduces feelings of loneliness, and promotes a sense of belonging.